Wake Up with Jim and Saab is exclusively on Spotify.
If you want to start your own podcast, check out anchor.fm. And if you like the podcast, make sure to follow on Spotify.
Also, share your stories
And
tag us on at Wake Up with Jim and Saab on Instagram and at ano ba?
Di ko alam.
Anyway, ito na yung show. Welcome to the Wake Up with Jim and Saab podcast.
We haven't done this in a while. It's a MALIBAG episode.
Yes, we're Jim and Saab, and this is a podcast where we
Answer your...
questions via email
Give you advice.
called MALIBAG.
Yes. Okay.
So the topic today is
Boyfriend with no table etiquette. This is new.
love it.
Definitely like out of the usual MALIBAGs.
Yeah.
Okay, game. Let's get into
Question,
it.
do people still say T.O.?
What's T?
Na
Turn
T.O.?
off.
Oh.
T.O.?
Did you ever say that? Did we ever say that?
Nakaka-T.O?
Parang hindi, no? Na-T.O. ako dun ah.
Somehow, I kind of remember it. Maybe like
Na-turn off.
short-
Na-turn off lang
na-turn
talaga.
off. Na-T.O? Nakaka-T.O?
Wala
Parang
talaga
ganun.
nagsabi ever T.O. No?
I don't know why I kind of remember that though.
Baka time out.
T.O? Nakaka-T.O?
Kasi no
Turn off.
coach naman during a basketball game will say, T.O. T.O.
T.O? Hindi eh. T.O.
Or-
Parang na-T.O ako sa kanya. Parang wala akong
No, wala no. Pa-T.O. ng lights.
Pa-turn off na. Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's get into it. I'm gonna read the letter. Hey, Jim and Sab. As you can probably tell by the title, yes, this is about my boyfriend who doesn't have basic table manners. You can just call me Sage. My boyfriend and I have been together for 6 years, going 7. We don't live together yet, and we plan on getting married next year. I confront him about this a lot and about his loud chewing during meals, but yesterday, I flagged him about more than just that. The way he holds utensils, his elbows keep touching the table, restricting my space.
This is so funny.
And he brings his face to the food instead of bringing the food to his face.
That's so funny.
We're young professionals, and my intentions are pure when I let him know he could improve or correct these bad habits while eating. I'm just concerned for when he's dining with friends, coworkers, or even bosses. I was expecting him to keep an open mind, but instead, he was offended that I'm even pointing out these minute details. He even brought up the fact that I keep telling him to also improve the way he dresses. For context, sorry, lulunok lang ako. for context, tama naman pala yung sinabi.
No. Hi.
I don't know. For context, he still wears our college t-shirts when we're on dates. I mean, we've been graduates for years. All caps yung years. Medyo gigil si letters.
Site.
We've been graduates for years. And yet,
Wait. What do you mean college shirt? Like PE shirt? You know?
para siguro yung mga suot niya nung college.
Kasi magkaiba yun ha. Magkaiba yung suot niya nung college at
I think yung suot niya nung college. Tama ba? Anyway, we've been graduates for years, and yet those are still in his closet. Some of the prints are even wearing off. As a way to help his style improve in the slightest, I got him clothes for Christmas. I would buy him an entire wardrobe, but I'm not that rich yet. As a woman, I put an effort every time we see each other. I make sure I look good, wearing presentable clothes, depending on where we're going, and it takes hours for me to get ready. I just want him to be presentable and have basic table etiquette because in the future, it will be harder to correct. I believe he should learn grooming and be able to present himself as a gentleman. I'd like to feel like I'm dating a man and not a 13-year-old boy. I told him that there should be space for us to grow and learn. He's telling me my standards have changed, but I shouldn't change who he is. I should accept him, and then he stopped the conversation entirely. My take, I think we can change for the better. We can always improve, be better, and learn with and for each other, right? If I don't give him advice on which areas to improve, no one else will. He said not even his parents noticed that. And in my mind, that's exactly why I had to tell him. I'm just looking out for him. At the end of the day, I love him. But am I wrong for this entire thing? Sad face. Oh. I don't mean to I don't mean to belittle any issue you may have, but I know it's gonna sound so condescending, but honestly, it's very cute. That sounds condescending, huh?
It is.
But it's sorry. Kasi I don't kaya nga may disclaimer. Sorry. I had a disclaimer, but I know. Yeah, it sounded condescending. But no, I'm coming from a good place. Ang point ko is, actually, alam mo, buti yan ang nagiging issue nyo. Okay? I know it's still, of course, it's gonna bother you. But think about it. In the big picture, imagine mo kung pinag-aawayan nyo, you know, talagang may iba siyang babae. Meron siyang gambling problem. Meron siyang, alam mo yun, that's what I mean by, when I say cute, I don't mean to say it's not an issue, it's not a problem at all, and you shouldn't be thinking na may kailangan kang ayusan or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, big picture, okay, honestly, there's no need to panic. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say.
I super disagree.
Really?
Yeah. Because the problem naman they're facing now is not the table etiquette, it's not the forma, it's their communication.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I think it's not a big problem for me right now. If the guy, of course, kung kinall out ka and you're a sensitive guy, you're gonna feel like, oh man, napahiya ako eh. I think ganun na ganyan.
Ako naman, first point ko, pagdating dun sa clothes and looking sloppy, okay, there have been times in our relationship na Saab has told me na parang hey, parang nagayos ako.
What did I say?
Yes.
I didn't say anything.
Mga siguro 2 times.
I said, pwede bang tama na yan? Joke.
You have said,
enough with the tuck-in high waist in the boxers.
Hindi. Actually, hindi nga yun yung ano ko eh. Parang, kumbaga, I feel for the guy because there's a reason why guys can never understand why girls take so long to get ready. Diba? Because you guys bear the burden of all these external pressures. Now you have to look whatever, chorva. And like for me personally, like I don't know how much time you spend and the
honestly,
effort that's required. Like, ganito.
Yeah.
So our band, Cheats, diba? Whenever we have a shoot or something, nagtataka ako, parang ba't ang aga ng call time? And it's always because Saab and Candy have to do their makeup. And then, it was only lately, parang maybe because of the pandemic, na naka-mask, and nakikita ko like, tagal. Grabe tayong ginagawa. You know, like, and ako parang, nalala ko lang nung set na natin, ako, hindi man lang ako sinuklayan. Tapos parang if you watch yung hakbang live video namin, hindi ako sinuklayan noon. Walang kahit anong nangyari sa akin.
You look good.
Oh, thank you. I'm not saying I look good. I'm just saying na
So you agree? Joke.
Iba yung standards talaga for guys. And so I do feel for the guy in a sense na parang okay naman ako eh. Parang I don't need to, parang I can wear this shit. Parang ganyan.
That's the thing about guys kasi you know, it takes a lot of effort for girls usually to be parang to present themselves. And then guys will always say, ayoko kasi mga babae naka-makeup eh. It's like,
yun yung...
It's like, actually naka-makeup kami. Alam mo yan? Parang when hindi naka-makeup, sasabihin na parang mukhang pagod. It's like, kasi yung gusto mo actually naka-makeup yan. Mukha lang walang makeup. FYI.
Gets.
Gets mo? So, yeah.
Gets kita kasi parang dun na nagiging nakakainis. Parang, I do hope na si Table, yung boyfriend ni Sage, I do hope that I hope na he does at least, ganito, if you're gonna look sloppy, guys, men, if you look,
boys,
if you wanna look sloppy, sige, go ahead. Pero at least naman, don't be number one. Don't be a police to your girlfriend. Diba? Don't be a cop saying, revealing ah. I hate that. Revealing ah. That one, parang like, dude, she's not your daughter.
Even if she was your daughter.
Okay.
For the record.
Okay. And then second is,
Jim Bacaro, sinabing okay lang. Napigilan ng mga tatay ang revealing. Sorry, just kidding. I keep thinking about like snippets gone wrong.
aggregator, relax. Okay. Number
Pero
two.
to be fair, to clarify, this guy naman is not like that, right? So far, from the letter, parang hindi naman ganun si guy.
Parang hindi naman. Pero ako, number two, make sure naman you at least if she spent a lot of time preparing and you didn't, then at least make up for that time by making her feel like she's really, really beautiful.
Paano kung ganun nga yung case? Would that make up for it?
I think so. Parang at least it's a form of at least the communication can be better. Like parang if she says, "Hey, like mukha ka talagang tae."
Uy, grabe naman. Alam mo, you know what ako honestly, what I think worked, because I didn't naman tell you, Jim, na ano ba yan? Kasi I like what you wear. I mean, I like what you wear naman all the time. Most of the time. It's just the basketball jerseys which you're wearing right now. I just realized. But you're so cute.
Go-workout kasi ako eh.
pero you know what? I think, kumare, because nga, it's a pandemic eh. Of course, ako rin. I don't wear my cutest outfits, and I always say to Jim like, I am aware this is like, I'm not very attractive right now. I love you. Thanks for loving me despite everything. You know, parang, I know it. I get it. Love you. Parang ganon. So parang, there's a lot of, parang, it's not the number one thing we're thinking about right now, especially if you're living together maybe. Diba? Pero ito nga sila.
She's not even talking about what he's wearing at home. I think what she means is when you go out and your friends,
Kaya
kasi I do know a lot of guys na, when I was grade 6, okay, they were probably in college. And they were cool. You know, like they were wearing kangol.
The hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were wearing
That's so cool. Who are they? Brad Pitt?
Sam Jackson. So,
Nice.
nung time na yun kasi cool yun eh. So they were wearing
Hanggang ngayon naman eh. Not everyone can pull it off.
I don't know anyone who could pull it off. Filipino?
Sam Jackson.
Filipino nga eh. Rob Schneider.
Nicole Scherzinger. Pinoy pride. Wait, sorry. Can I finish my ano? Hindi pa kasi ako tapos dun eh.
Okay.
Sige, you can finish yours first.
Hindi, ang point ko, sinasabi ko lang na
okay.
si Kangol and alam mo yung polo sport na shirt? Yung may malaking
Ano yan?
bear?
Polo sport.
That used to be a thing. Like, guys would wear like with big shirts and a big bear.
What? I've never seen that.
Yeah, na polo sport.
Ano yung polo sport? Is that Ralph
It's-
Lauren?
Yeah, I think so.
Polo.
I'm pretty sure it is. Hindi siya yung malaking kabayo. Alam mo may mga tao na may suot ng t-shirt na yung kabayo mas malaki pa sa tao. Di ba? May mga ganun, di ba? Hindi yun. But anyway, ang point ko is,
Jim Bacaro. Sinabi.
galit sa kabayo. So anyway, ang point ko is, let's say I was grade 6. It's 2022. That dude is still wearing the same stuff. Sometimes the same shirt. And gets ko eh. Parang you still have to be presentable. So anyway, ang point ko is, it's not about that. It's how the relationship will handle something like that. Like how the communication can go. Kasi let's say si girl says, hey, you really look like you're stuck in 1992 in a very, very bad way.
That's hurtful.
Kunwari, di ba? And then guy says, comfortable ako dito eh. Di ba? Parang wala namang paki sa iniisip ng ibang tao. Which is fair. Pero if girl says, oh, pero it would really mean a lot to me. Kasi it's important to me. You know, I know you're so cute kasi and like hindi ka cute pag suot mo. Kidding.
Sama naman.
Something like that.
Pangit mo kasi pag yung suot mo eh. Sorry babe, Hashtag just saying.
Hashtag angle.
Hashtag facts are facts. Pangit mo kasi.
So, ang point ko is,
Sama naman nun.
it's a reflection kasi kaya ko sinasabi na it's not a small problem because these are the things that if you can't discuss openly and have a candid conversation about, then you might have trouble when things become more serious and you have to, you know, like say you're not being a good dad right now.
Yeah.
Di ba?
When it becomes yung ganong problem.
Pag naging ganon, so practice ngayon pa lang.
Yeah. So actually, in line with what you're saying, I think yun nga eh, it's about the way you communicate these things because this is what I think is happening. So you say something and then of course your partner will become hurt because napahiya siya and will become defensive, and in his head it's about you trying to change him. You trying to change who he is when in fact that's not really what you're trying to do, right? I mean, you're just trying to tell him na you look better with these clothes or you look, you know, I don't know. So, naiintindihan ko si letter sender na, you know, I guess when you're in grade school, parang table manners aren't really like at the forefront of things, right?
Oh my God, I have a perfect example. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Tapos, ibang-iba yon sa, I remember, to make mine and Jim's relationship as an example, if Jim had told me na parang, huwag mo suotin yan, hindi maganda. Mas maganda to. I honestly, because I have that personality, I would have been like, don't tell me what to wear. I like doing this. So as a protest, I'm going to wear this because sinabi mo yan. I'm always gonna wear this because sinabi mo yan. Because hindi mo, you know, parang, hindi mo ko control, hindi mo ko, blah, blah, blah. But he never said that to me. I remember you saying, parang, you always told me, parang, I love it when you wear that. Oh, you're so cute. Something like that. I think I do the same to you, right? You know, like you say it so
Rarely,
specifically pa.
Very, very rare.
What do you mean? Me? I always say, I love the long sleeves shirts.
Very, very rarely.
That's not
You only
true.
compliment my old pictures when I was like 14.
That is
Dun
not
ka lang
true.
nagsasabi na, ang cute mo.
Hey, you're making
Only
me
when I was 16, 17. Dun ka lang nakupitan sa
This is
akin.
absolutely not
You only
true.
fell in love with the younger
Number
version.
one, how dare you? Because I didn't
Number
know you when you were
two,
14.
That is the truth.
I didn't know you when you were 14, Jim. So what are you talking about? Ang kapal mo. I always say kaya when you're wearing your
joking. I'm
3/4.
teasing you. Okay.
Is that an actual term? A fashion term? 3/4 long sleeves.
Halter ata. Di ba yun?
Sira. You've never worn a halter top, Jim.
I want to wear a halter top.
Do you know what that means?
I don't know what it is. Something that Brad Pitt would wear.
Something that would make me halt. Is that why it's called halter top?
Ano ba? It halts clothing.
No, a halter top, Jim, is yung ganon. Ano ka ba?
Parang tube.
It's a... You know what? Google it.
Okay.
Can
go.
I please?
Go.
So, ang point ko is, because he communicates it that way. Na he loves it when, he says, I love it when you're wearing something that, parang when it hugs your curves. Ganyan. And then he just compliments me so much and I see he's so kilig. And he says, like, you know, super crush niya ako. So for me, it's like, I like wearing loose, baggy clothes too. But sometimes because I know, I also like wearing curve-hugging stuff. But because I know he especially likes it, and I love Jim, and I want to make him happy, and I want to be his crush, then I'll wear it too, you know? It's not because I'm forced to wear it or whatever. So,
That's good advice for the guy.
right? Na
Hindi, dude. Baka that's a good way of communicating
That's
rin
why
for
I'm
the girl.
saying it's about communication, because if the girl says, I really love it when, oh my
Oo
gosh, ang
nga.
cute mo. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oy, wow. Oh my
Mm.
gosh, look at you. And then, you can't stop hugging him and like touching him and like, kasi of
Gets.
course he'll want to, parang, uy, gusto pala nitong button down stuff ah. Sobrang, I want to get
Gets.
more of this. And then maybe, you know what, if he doesn't know where to shop, then, you guys can shop together and parang, ewan ko, parang, gets mo yung sabi ko?
Gets.
Yeah. And then for the table manners naman, you can say it na hindi like you're his mom. Na parang, don't put your elbows on the table.
Sorry. Before we go there, we're gonna talk about the table manners in a bit. We'll just take a break.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. So, yung table manners.
Table manners.
Can I just balikan ko lang last yung sa clothes.
Yo.
I think that's a perfect way for the girl nga, si Sage, to communicate. But for the guy, I think, not necessarily yun ha. Kasi what if the guy kasi is like, wala naman pake kung cutean ka sa akin eh.
Ganon.
Parang kumbaga, ewan ko, what if he's like that? Siguro my tweak on your advice is,
That's pretty annoying.
I know.
It's like, then don't have a girlfriend.
I know. Yung tweak ko dun sa advice na yun is, find out what would motivate him.
But that's so annoying because it's like, hindi ka naman, excuse me boy, table, hindi ka naman project eh. Alam mo yun, boyfriend ka eh. You're in a relationship. You better work. Honestly, right? Don't you agree?
Hindi,
You're not the girl's project.
What if the guy is like, what if the guy comes back with, hey, I'm against fashion. I'm against people who are into that kind of shit. Like I don't want to spend money on that. I think it's useless. I think I feel confident in what I wear. I look good.
I get that.
And I'm sorry you feel that way.
I get that. Alam mo,
Let's say, what would you say? If I say,
Here's
sorry
what-
you feel that way. I feel great. I'm happy about how I look.
honestly, totoo, tama ka, Jim. I think, just to put a spotlight on Malibag sender, kay Sage, okay? Now, I gave some communication tips earlier, but I think the deeper thing here is for Sage to search her feelings rin. Kasi parang, what is the reason behind you thinking this is a problem? I want you to reflect on, why does this bother you? Do you feel embarrassed when you're with him? Because when you say that you're afraid his bosses and his coworkers might think this and that, parang wala pa namang evidence for you to feel that way. He hasn't been fired as far as
gets.
your letter has
Like,
told us.
or if she said, let's say, he hasn't found a job
Yeah.
because
Oh.
he,
Kasi so far parang wala naman atang problema yung coworkers niya, yung bosses niya, wala namang issue. Kung magka-issue, then, maybe you can help him through that. Pero right now, is it more of, how is this bothering you? Is it because you feel like you're getting TO'd? Are you really getting turned off by him and you're feeling like you're questioning your attraction to him? Ganun ba yun? Kasi
most likely,
that's an issue.
That's exactly it. Kasi we've had so many friends na they're in, steady relationships. And there are little things that cause them to think like, they don't even know na that they're thinking na this is something that I'm not liking in this relationship.
Yeah.
They don't know it at the time. Diba? Whether it's his punctuality or the way he, let's say, kung lagi siya nagkakalmot ng balls.
Oh. Yeah, that's true.
Diba? Mga little things that are, annoyances, tas kinukwento sa atin as that. Pero in fact, there's something deeper. Diba? So to the table etiquette, diba? Yun, I know a lot of people rin naman, like, may kilala ko na parang birdman kumain.
What does that mean?
Parang ibon. Ganon siya kumain. Sorry, parang birdman magsalita. Like parang, hi Jim, hello. Hi Jim, can you get this? Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Pero pag kumain, parang revenant.
Okay, like a bear?
Parang bear.
Okay.
Ganon. So, ang point is, but this person is so nice, pero I can't help it. But like, dude, can you close your mouth? Pero, pero again, I go.
Baka kailangan niya i-stretch from the whole day of bird talking.
I do know someone rin na habang kumakain, laging nangungulangot.
What?
Yeah.
These people, like, now?
No.
Like in high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, ang ano ko is, I go back to that again eh. Parang, kasi here's a perfect example. I go back to yung sinasabi mo na what is the reason behind it? Diba? What is the reason? What is the deep reason why you want to change this particular thing? So, an example, sa amin ni Saab. Saab grew up, hindi sila nagpopo and opo. Saab met my parents for the first time. Diba? It was a disaster. Like the worst meet the parents ever.
I dressed up like a school teacher.
As compared to how she is the son that they wish they had. Ganun ang ngayon eh. Mahal na mahal nila si Saab more than
Son.
me. Kidding. Pero nung time na yun, I was cringing since Saab was like, but partly my fault.
No, Jim, it was totally your fault. The tension was all from you. I'm like, can you stop?
Si Saab like, parang, yeah.
I really felt like,
Isang tanong, isang sagot, gano'n.
hindi kaya, that's not it.
Medyo ganon. So anyway.
I was so not comfortable because Jim just was so tense. You know, that's for another episode.
Yeah. Maganda yun, Meet the Parents episode.
Oh my gosh, that was the worst. Pero tinan mo, look at us now. Pivot!
Yes.
Pivot queen!
So anyway, ang point nun is,
and I didn't have to change who I was.
yeah, after that, it took a lot of arguments between Saab and I. Kasi I would say, Saab, pwede ba can you, kahit for my parents lang, pwede ka ba
That's not how you said it to me. That's why we had a fight.
So
because
anyway.
I felt like you were judging me for not saying po and opo.
Yeah, and
it was just all about communication. Siyempre, we were younger back then.
But it was a struggle.
But because I'm so mature, charot. Parang naintindihan ko na parang it's not about Jim judging me. He just wants his parents to like me because he loves me. When I saw it that way, then I said, "Oh my gosh, it's not a big deal." I'll say po and opo.
Yeah, so when I look back and think about the reason why it mattered to me, it was like I don't want this little thing to derail how well I know Saab and how I know that they would fall in love with her. Diba? This small thing. So parang point ko is, can you just do this? If I would be more comfortable. And I'm pretty sure pretty soon we'll forget about it. You won't even have to do it. Pero parang at least for these first few whatever. So Saab, yun nga, when she told me na she wanted to make me happy. So it's not a big deal.
Because of the way you communicated to me, yung parang you explained it na why it mattered to you.
Yeah.
Then it was like, oh, not a big deal. Go. If it's not about, parang it's not naman pala about you judging me, which I feel like would be how the guy, si Table Manners, feels right now. Na parang, minamaliit mo ba ako and how I eat?
Yeah.
Kasi kung ganun, bahala ka. Magiging defensive ako kasi parang, okay naman ako problema mo.
Yeah. Pero,
diba?
pero to Sage, before you confront him, I think you really need to ask yourself nga, why do you want to change it ba? Diba? Is it, parang dig deep before you talk to him.
And I do understand na it may be because nga there is, ang hunch ko is nagiging unattractive na for her. Diba? Kasi when it crosses a line, it's hard to turn back ha. When you cross the line into it being somehow like a little brother relationship, it's like I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to, because you're like a little brother na.
I think if you honestly, if you communicate it that way.
Pero hindi ka ba ma-hurt, Jim?
Ginanon mo na ako eh.
What? Para kang kapatid?
Don't
say that.
No, when kasi I have a very bad acidity problem.
Oh.
And when I have acid, I belch. And I can't help it.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, Saab would say like, please don't do that. And I remember you said one time like, please, it's like super nakaka-turn off. And I was like,
That's probably not the best way to say it.
yeah, it was very, very
But maybe
hurtful.
I couldn't take it anymore.
It was very hurtful. So for the longest time, despite me having a medical condition, I would try to hide it, try my best. Cut to now, si Sab yung nagbe-belch out loud. And I don't say anything.
You know what? Yeah, as long as you say excuse me, and if you try to, I still believe you don't have to belch that loudly. You can burp
It's
quietly.
a form of relief.
Yeah, the same way I could be farting so loudly.
That's different eh.
Talagang, sorry, may gas kasi ako eh. But
That's totally
you
different.
could like go to the bathroom or like,
I'll go to the bathroom to belch.
or I don't know, just somehow control it. It's a silencer.
Hindi, kasi...
Silent but deadly.
Okay,
Sorry,
I think
this
we're done.
talk is gonna make us cross the line soon. We don't want to be siblings.
Yeah.
So let's pretend that didn't happen. Malibag sender, once again, all of our Malibag always goes back to communication. Okay?
Yes.
And you communicate with yourself, your inner struggle with this whole thing. You ask why it matters to you so much, and then you talk to your partner about it.
Yes. And to all the aggregators, this one is for you.